Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Then we see. Saved this thing for many years. Very interesting day yesterday. Not a lot happened. Just kind of a chill day. Buying way less, 1/5, 1/4, sometimes even 1/8 of the position, just because you have the Fed. The Fed is coming. What's going to happen? Do we go way up? Do we go way down? And you get both sides, up and down. You get 5-10 minutes to make a trade. And if you don't do it, you're getting beat up on both sides. So just kind of chill and relax, okay? So very straightforward. Do the rates go up? That's the comment. We all know it's going to do 75. Does he do 50? Yeah, possible. Does he do 1? I don't think so, but other people do. They've never done anything outside without letting people know. So I don't think he does, but, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It just, anything can happen. Okay, let me go look for Miguel. He's not here yet. Okay. Snow, very nice. Nice recovery move. But today, I want to teach you about news, okay? So obviously, one of the things that I do best is news analysis instantaneously and the movement, okay? So yesterday, Moderna craters, and it's down again today, it's down 3. On the pandemic is over, okay? And what Biden is saying, this is kind of interesting, okay? So the pandemic is over. They're going to take all the pandemic drug stocks lower, okay? I don't have a problem. So when you look at news, it doesn't matter what you think. Just create a thesis. It's like you're doing a science experiment. Create a thesis and examine it, okay? All Moderna and them are going to make less money. Now, Moderna, this is really interesting, has $20 billion in cash sitting in their account. They have $20 billion. The stock is worth $50 billion. Okay, so a little bit more. So you go buy this company for $50 billion, you get $20 billion cash. Okay, very interesting. So it's down, and BioNTech is down. And Novavax is down. Okay, I don't have no problem with that. But that means, excuse me, anybody that is having, that is makes more money because of COVID is gone should go up. Can't have it both ways. So UNH are going to have less COVID expenses. Can't have it both ways. Either you're still going to have COVID expenses, and then Moderna is going to do shots, they're going to go up, and UNH going to have expenses go down, or the other way around. It cannot be different. You can't have COVID is over, take Moderna down, and say, oh, but there's still going to be a lot of expenses for COVID. Can't happen, okay? So UNH was way down, and I'm sitting there saying, this is going to go up. It has to go up. Has to go up. Has to go up. Has to go up. It's got to 516. It's at 525. And let me tell you, if this takes out 528, 529, it can be 550 this week. This week. Okay? Not saying it's going to be. It says it can be. Right? Very, very interesting. Very, very straightforward. Okay, it's either good or it's bad. Okay, so now let's go to Powell. Can't have it both ways. Either he's going to raise rates, and if he tells you the terminal rate, the rate where he wants to end at is 4% or 5% or 6%. If he comes out, and this statement will take the market down 200 points. If he says, we don't know where we want to get to, but we're going to continue raising no matter what, and we can go to 4%, 5%, 6%, we don't care till inflation comes down. That destroys the market. Your limit down 200 plus points within 5 minutes. if he says, we're going to slow down the pace of increases and we're going to watch to see if the economy is truly slowing down, then we rip back up. 4,100, 4,200. Okay? If he says, we hope to get to 4%, then we will stop. The word stop. I don't think he's going to say any of this stuff. So just keep an eye. Then straight back lower. Oh, if we stop, then higher. Okay? Very, very interesting. Very interesting. But the techs, if he's going to slow down, the techs get better. And the best techs have to go. And we tell you this all the time. The market is not true. Like the day Apple, the market was down 100, the market moved 15 points up and Apple moved 5 cents. You knew that wasn't real and the market ended up down 150. Okay? Very, very interesting. So now people have been sending me this stuff about what he said about China, that he's, they're going to protect Taiwan and all this stuff. So let me tell you, regardless of what you think of Biden, Trump, I don't really care about politics. Okay, I don't care about any of this stuff. You just got to understand. Regardless of what you think, this stuff is calculated. So, why did he say the pandemic's over? Is it over? Half the world still has an issue. A quarter of the world is still locked down. A quarter of the people that have an issue. Why is China still locked down? I think he's trying to make a statement to them, telling all the people in the world, the U.S. doesn't have a COVID problem. We don't have COVID. The pandemic is over. And all the people in China are like, this guy's locking us down still. Rebellion. I'm telling you. People will get pissed off. It doesn't matter. In the years, many years ago, he has kings and queens and all this stuff. And when there's an uprising, they can't stop it. I think the U.S. government is trying to create some type of uprising in China. Now, this can take years to happen. Saying that the pandemic is over starts that. Why does our country only have this problem? Okay? Interesting, right? Now, one other thing. Biden told you, he told you before Russia attacked that he was going to attack. 6 months ago, they started saying Russia is going to attack. Troops are moving, blah, 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 blah. Did he just tell you something about Taiwan? I don't know, but be prepared. Be prepared. It implodes a lot of tough stuff. It starts a major war, and the market crumbles. Okay? Just be aware. That's in the back of your mind. So when you're analyzing news, this is how you analyze news. Netflix. Just think about the logic I gave you in Netflix. Somebody doesn't want to pay $18. They say, I can only pay 8 or 10. But they're going to go with the new service with the ads. But then they're going to watch ads. Well, they're probably not. They're going to go walk around and go to the bathroom, whatever. But here's the thing that I just don't understand. Why would you as a company, say you're Starbucks or whatever, Lay's Potato Chips, whatever, why would you advertise to people that can't even afford the regular Netflix? That doesn't make any sense. And why would you pay more to do that? First, they have to watch it. They may or may not watch it. Then they have to go buy the product. Crazy, right? Crazy. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So just know that. That's just when you're analyzing news. When you're analyzing news. Today, snow is down. Okay? It's down 2. If it goes positive and it gets to 191, it has a chance to gap that 197 that the FedEx took it lower. If it gets through tomorrow on Powell, it's going to go. It's going to go. It's going to go. It's going to go. Doesn't matter. Okay? Doesn't matter. But if Powell takes the market down, everything's going to go lower. Everything's going to go lower. Okay? So there's opportunities. So I got a message from somebody that bought some UNH stock. They did very well. They did very well. And I think UNH, if this gets to this 528 early today, I think it can go to 550 this week. They're going to have a very nice week. Very nice week. Okay? NVIDIA. He talks today, not sure at what time. If somebody knows, let me know. He's going to do a keynote. Is he going to tell you it got better? Is he going to tell you? So from what I'm hearing, what people are telling me, okay, is you don't need the graphics cards to mine Ether anymore. So that means anybody mining Ether doesn't need to buy those cards. Okay? Okay, that's what we know, that's what we know. Okay, if anybody else has any topics they want to talk about, let me know. Or we'll get started here. Just say yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 no. Okay. But today is a nothing day. Not much going to happen, and we're not going to really do much. We're just going to sit here and wait, because the numbers are very, very clear here, and I'll give them to you in a minute. Okay? Crowd will talk about it as we get going. Okay. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. Good morning, everybody. 9:20. Hope you learned something about news. Then we see. Okay. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Okay. Interesting. Okay. SPX down about 18. That puts it back at 3880. So when it took out 3,900, you would have thought it would have imploded. But they held it up. They held it up, right? Wow. So you got to understand that. So now 3852 down, 3809, 3772. Okay? Upside. 3921, 3951, 3972. And then 4,000. Okay, CMG is holding. Okay? 1732, 1752, under 1651. NVIDIA, 129, 126 through 136. Lam Research, 400 even, 391, 382. 452 upside. Goldman Sachs, they say layoffs coming. 321, 309. 352 up. Regeneron, we missed this one yesterday. We tried to buy it, it wouldn't fill us. Would have been a double plus. Regeneron, 716, 732, 752, under 681. Okay? UNH, 528, 532. Apple, 156, 159, under 148, 148. Everybody's using 149, they're wrong. Amazon, 119, 116, 126. MDB, 216, 209, 192, 272. Snowman, 188, 191, 192, 196, 197 accelerator. Netflix, 252, 231. NOW, 426, 431. Underneath 409. Tesla, acting better, 316. But here's the problem with Tesla. Tesla moves 10 points, you make 10 cents. This is called stupid hard. It's just ridiculously hard. ENPH, 321, 322, two numbers there. 331. First Solar, 142. LNG, 171. Moderna, 131. But here's the thing. He has to give you news on China. If he doesn't, it's going to go lower. So think about this. Moderna has $22 billion in revenues this year. $22 billion. Next year, they're going to make $10 billion in revenues. In revenues. Their business is going down by 60%. The year after, $2 billion. Jesus. Straight down. Unless you get another pandemic, if China buys, or something changes. And MicroStrategy, 191. 191. What happened to 417 now? It has to break. If it breaks, it goes lower. Hasn't broken. Okay? PanW, unplayable now. Unplayable now. Zscaler, 171, 165. CrowdStrike, 192. 192 up, it's a long way. 192 up, 166 down. Okay? Then we know. Then we see, and then we figure it out. Okay? That's what we know. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat. Nothing day today. Just kind of chill. But see if tech gets better or tech gets worse. Okay? How important are the overnight numbers? Very important. 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., you look at the number. 3 a.m. New York time. 3 a.m. Dallas time, 4 a.m. New York time. You look at the numbers, and I don't say this a lot, but it is recorded, but we'll tell you. There are a set of numbers. So let's say UNH shows 120 to 126. Then as the market gets closer to open, it becomes 123 to 124. So you have an order at 126 to sell. Somebody has put that out there. That's why they were showing it. If it gets through that number, most likely it rips. Same thing on the downside. If it gets through the bottom number, most likely it tanks. Very, very, very important. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.